Which would you rather base your morals on? Someone telling you what to do, or you actually giving a shit about other people? Let's do this. Oh, chill out. It's ginger ale. Anyway, greetings fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance, and I would like to introduce you to a fellow who goes by the name Bible-Thumping Wingnut. I didn't make it up, dude boy's actual name. Anyway, this Mensa candidate left a video reply on my latest vid, and I'm gonna respond to it, because he's making some bizarre claims about the origin of morality. Check it out.
When you argue morality, you prove the Bible to be true.
Now I wish this was booze.
If there are moral laws...
Well, let me stop you right there. You see, there aren't moral laws. There's moral opinions, there's moral preferences, there's moral behaviors, but there's no moral laws. I mean, we make laws about morality, laws handed down by the government, but there's no actual moral laws. Morality is an opinion about behavior. That's immoral is an opinion. It's not actually a law. It's not something built into the universe. It's just a feeling we have. Columbia, get the hell away from my ginger ale. Just saying. Cat butt.
If all we are is what evolution teaches, if all we are is just chemicals, reacting, then we have no value system.
Well, actually, that's kind of true. We don't have a system. All we have are people's opinions, people's preferences. People saying, I think this is okay, I think that's not okay. Hell, even if a God existed, all morality would be that God's opinion on what is or is not okay. You don't actually have a security blanket of a God being able to say, this is absolute. It just doesn't exist. Life is uncertain. Suck it up, Buttercup.
If you say one set of morality is better than the other, you assume a real morality.
No, what you assume is that your opinion's better than the other guy's. That's what you assume.
As I understand it, the evolutionists will say that my morality is that I don't want to be hurt and I shouldn't hurt other people. And what's bad for society is ultimately bad. But the problem with that is you have no basis for saying that.
Well, who needs a basis for it? I mean, you act like I need something more than my own opinion, my own preferences, and people to agree with me. Who needs more than that? I mean, what are you looking for?
You have no absolute lawgiver that says that that's wrong.
Well, I don't need an absolute lawgiver. The government and the police will do quite nicely, thank you very much indeed.
I could say, I don't care what society wants. I want pleasure and power.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chester, you go right ahead and try it. Have all the power and pleasure you want. And actually, if you don't hurt anybody in the process, there's a very good chance no one's going to try to stop you. Because you see, the real basis of morality is empathy and enlightened self-interest. When you put yourself in the place of someone else, when you might do something to them and you consider, well, how would I react if that were done to me, what I'm about to do to them? And you say to yourself, well, gosh, I wouldn't want to have that kind of a reaction come down to me. Perhaps I'd better not precipitate that kind of a situation. Well, that's the basis of morality, is realizing that this may not be a good thing to have happen to me or to somebody else. Let's make this sort of scene not occur. That's morality. That's the basis of morality, is realizing, gosh, this would just be a bad thing all around if it happened to me or if I did it to someone else. That's morality. And you know what? No God required. Yeah.
The moment that you say that, hey, you're wrong, it's not about pleasure and power, it's about not harming other people, the moment you tell me that, you're assuming a real morality.
No, the moment I tell you that, I'm asserting an opinion. That's all I'm doing.
Let me ask you a question. Is it better to not molest children or to molest children?
Well, here's the problem with that. There is no one answer. I find it abhorrent. I'm sure the child finds it abhorrent. I'm sure most people find it abhorrent. And yet, you'll have that one person, that person who happens to be the child molester, who will go, well, gee, no, break me off a piece of that, and most of us are going, well, that person's sick and wrong, And the fact is, though, that I can't say that it's absolutely wrong. I can only say that I find it abhorrent. I can only say that these people who agree with me find it abhorrent. But you'll find that one other person who says, nah, that's pretty okay. And maybe even somewhere deep down they think, there's something a little hinky here. But still, there is no absolute. It's all subjective. It's all perspective. It's all opinion. Like it or not, there is not an absolute morality. There is not one morality that everybody has to follow. It does not exist. Life is uncertain. You don't have a security blanket of knowing that there is one set of rules that is always right versus always wrong. It's not there. Like it or not, life is uncertain. We're all improvising. Get over it, kiddo. I'm sorry. That's just all there is to it.
When you say that there is morality, you actually borrow from the God of Scripture. When you argue morality, you stand on God's word.
Oh, please. Word to your mother.
In my next video, I am going to explain why all atheists are bad people.
And in my next video, I'm gonna eat pussy. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance, saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. And please visit my Zazzle store, where you'll find all kinds of BionicDance merchandise. Every time you rate, an angel loses its wings.